The story begins in the middle of an intense galactic war. Multiple alien civilizations, once powerful and proud, now find themselves losing ground against a mysterious, unknown enemy. This enemy isn't like anything the galaxy has ever seen before. They use technology so advanced that even the greatest minds of the Galactic Alliance can't make sense of it. Alien fleets are being destroyed in ways no one expected, leaving the members of the Galactic Alliance shaken and filled with fear. The Galactic Alliance, a powerful federation of civilizations from across the galaxy, was once considered unstoppable. With fleets of warships, advanced technology, and skilled soldiers, they had dominated the stars. But now everything is falling apart. Their ships are being destroyed by enemies whose weapons seem to appear out of nowhere. No one understands how this mysterious force can strike with such precision. The once proud warriors of the Galactic Alliance are now on the brink of collapse, struggling to keep their forces together as panic sets in. Amidst this chaos, we meet our hero, an alien officer named Zella. She's aboard a large warship, her team fighting valiantly, but with each passing day, their situation grows worse. The enemy is relentless, and their attacks show no signs of slowing down. Zella stands on the bridge of her ship, staring at the vastness of space, feeling the weight of the situation pressing down on her. Her crew is exhausted, their morale shattered. The once hopeful officers now whisper about defeat. They can't understand how they are being beaten by an enemy they can't even see coming. Zella feels a cold wave of dread wash over her. With every battle they lose, the chances of survival grow slimmer. She looks around at the faces of her crew, knowing that if they don't do something soon, they will all be lost. Their only hope now lies in a desperate measure, a call for help. But who could possibly come to their aid? The answer lies with Earth, a small, insignificant planet they once dismissed as irrelevant in the grand scale of the galaxy. Zella hesitates for a moment, torn by doubt. Earth has always been seen as weak, underdeveloped, and primitive. The idea that they could help seems absurd. But what other choice do they have? Her eyes flicker to the control panel, and with a heavy heart, she gives the order to send a distress signal to Earth. "We have no choice," she mutters to herself. "Earth is our last hope." As the signal is sent, Zella feels a strange sense of fear. What if Earth, the planet they had always overlooked, can't help? What if they are just as helpless as the rest of the galaxy? Zella can't shake the feeling that they are about to place their faith in something they know little about. She watches as the message is transmitted, hoping against hope that the people of Earth can somehow respond in time. Meanwhile, on Earth, the response to the distress signal is swift. But it isn't what Zella expects. While the Galactic Alliance had expected an immediate, overwhelming force to come to their rescue, the humans begin assembling something far different, a fleet of their own. Unlike any fleet the galaxy has ever seen before, this one is unique. Earth's ships are not as big or as advanced as the ones the aliens have come to rely on, but they are fast, unpredictable, and unlike anything the galaxy's armies have encountered. The humans have something the aliens never anticipated: sheer willpower and a determination to fight back, no matter the odds. The suspense builds as Zella wonders, could these humans really make a difference? She has heard stories of their resourcefulness and courage, but to face such an enemy, she's unsure if they can succeed where the galaxy's greatest forces have failed. What if Earth, with its untested technology and raw fighters, is not ready for a war of this magnitude? The first glimpses of humanity's fleet begin to appear, and Zella watches in disbelief. These ships are not what she expected. They are smaller but sleek and fast, moving with a grace and speed that the enemy seems unprepared for. As the humans make their entrance, Zella wonders how long they can hold on. Could this group of seemingly insignificant people be the key to turning the tide of this hopeless war? Zella, the alien officer, watches in disbelief as the distress signal she sent to Earth is received. As soon as she gave the order, a sense of dread filled her. She had no idea how the humans would respond. Earth, in the eyes of the Galactic Council, was a planet full of weak, underdeveloped civilizations, too primitive to play a part in the grand schemes of the galaxy. It was a place far removed from the powerful empires and technology that dominated the stars. However, within hours of sending the signal, Earth's response comes, swift, direct, and unexpected. Zella can hardly believe the message that arrives. The humans aren't just sending a few ships or a small force, they're preparing their entire fleet for a mission. The scale of their readiness is shocking. Earth, a planet once dismissed as irrelevant, is preparing for war with a force far larger than Zella ever thought possible. It is clear they are taking the threat seriously. But Zella's skepticism remains. How can these humans, with their supposed primitive technology, hope to stand against the powerful galactic enemies? As the humans' fleet begins to assemble, Zella watches their ships launch from Earth's atmosphere. These ships are smaller than those of the Galactic Alliance, yet they are fast, sleek, and seem to move with an unusual level of precision. Something feels different about them. Zella can't shake the feeling that there is more to Earth's ships than meets the eye. Despite her doubts, she tries to focus on the bigger picture. If the humans are to succeed, they will need to face a highly advanced enemy, an enemy that has already crushed some of the most powerful fleets in the galaxy. The suspense builds as Zella waits for Earth's first encounter with the enemy. She can't stop wondering, how can they possibly win? What if the humans are not ready? But just as she's about to dismiss them entirely, a strange thought crosses her mind. What if Earth's technology is far more advanced than the rest of the galaxy realizes? Could the humans have developed something the Galactic Alliance never expected? Something that could turn the tide of the war? As the human fleet moves closer to the battleground, Zella feels a sense of dread and intrigue. The answer to this mystery will soon unfold, and the galaxy may never be the same again. The question lingers. Can humanity truly face the impossible? Or is this just a desperate hope, a fleeting dream of victory in the face of certain defeat? As Zella stands on the bridge of her warship, her mind races with thoughts of the humans' upcoming arrival. She's heard the rumors, seen their ships gathering, but she still doesn't believe that they could make a real difference in the galactic war. That is until the moment of their arrival. Suddenly, a blinding flash appears in the distance, and Zella's heart skips a beat. She watches in disbelief as the human fleet enters the war zone with a display so dramatic it almost feels like a dream. The humans' ships, sleek, powerful, and far beyond anything the Galactic Council had anticipated, emerge from a dense nebula. As they come into view, a chilling silence falls over the battlefield. Zella's eyes widen as she takes in the sight of the human warships. They're not just ships, they're marvels of technological advancement. The fleet is unlike anything she's ever seen. Some of the ships shimmer in and out of visibility, using advanced cloaking technology that bends light itself, making the ships nearly impossible to detect until it's too late. The way they move is almost fluid, as if they are alive, responding to every command with eerie precision. What catches Zella's attention the most is the ship's AI-controlled systems. The fleet's coordination is flawless. Each ship moves as if it's part of a greater mind. Zella realizes, with a sinking feeling, that these humans are far from the primitive species she thought them to be. Their ships are faster, stronger, and more intelligent than most of the galactic forces combined. These ships were designed for one thing, battle. As the fleet advances, a breathtaking visual spectacle unfolds. Bright beams of energy streak across the stars as humans unleash their powerful weapons, engaging enemy forces in a deadly dance of light and fire. Zella can't help but stare in awe as the humans' weapons cut through enemy shields like they're paper, and their fighters dart through space with unmatched agility, taking down enemy ships with incredible precision. The starfield is lit up by explosions, and the hum of energy blasts as the two forces clash. Zella's heart races. She had underestimated Earth. This was no longer a simple rescue mission. It was the beginning of a new chapter in the war. The realization hits her like a ton of bricks. The humans possessed technology so advanced that it could change the balance of power across the galaxy. For the first time in the war, the enemy begins to falter. Zella watches in amazement as the Galactic Council's once unbeatable fleets begin to retreat, their arrogance shattered by the overwhelming force of humanity's arrival. She finally accepts the truth she had been unwilling to face. The humans are not the weaklings they were once believed to be. They are the future of the galaxy, and their arrival is a turning point that could reshape everything. The battle begins in the cold expanse of space, and the tension is palpable. The humans, despite their underestimation by the enemy, launch their assault with incredible determination. Zella watches in awe as their ships, once thought to be inferior, now emerge as fierce warriors on the battlefield. The humans' tactics are unconventional. Guerrilla warfare in space, using hit-and-run strategies, cloaking devices, and surprise attacks. The first wave of the humans' AI-controlled fleet strikes with precision. They use their cloaking technology to sneak past enemy lines, disappearing and reappearing in the blink of an eye. Their movements are unpredictable, keeping the enemy off balance. Advanced robotic soldiers, designed for close-quarters combat, launch themselves onto enemy ships, overwhelming the alien forces with speed and power. The robots are a marvel, smashing through the walls of alien warships, their laser weapons cutting down opponents without mercy. At first, the battle seems like a struggle. The enemy is powerful and experienced, and they put up a fierce resistance. But the humans' creativity and resourcefulness begin to shine through. Their fleets move with uncanny precision, coordinating strikes across multiple fronts. It's clear that the humans' underdog spirit, their will to survive and win, is what's pushing them forward. They refuse to back down. They fight with everything they have, and they're willing to make any sacrifice to secure victory. The space combat is intense, with explosions and laser fire lighting up the stars. One of the most dramatic moments comes when humans launch an orbital bombardment from their flagship, dropping heavy payloads onto the enemy's strongholds on distant planets. The enemy's defenses are strong, but not strong enough to withstand the humans' powerful new weapons. The barrage of advanced lasers cuts through enemy shields like they're made of paper, and whole fleets are wiped out in a matter of moments. But the battle is far from easy. The humans face heavy losses as well. As the fight rages on, Zella witnesses a heartbreaking moment. Bonner, a courageous human soldier who had fought tirelessly alongside his comrades, makes the ultimate sacrifice. He charges into an enemy ship to disable their weapon systems, knowing that it will cost him his life. His bravery allows the humans to turn the tide of battle, but the loss of such a key soldier leaves a deep emotional scar. His death resonates deeply with both his fellow soldiers and Zella, who is struck by the sheer courage of these beings she once thought incapable of true heroism. The battle reaches its peak as both sides clash in close-quarters combat, each fighter locked in a desperate struggle for survival. Explosions, fire, and chaos fill the screen as humans and aliens engage in hand-to-hand combat, each side fighting to the death. The humans' tactics are unconventional, but they are effective. Their unwillingness to give up, to fight for their survival, becomes the key to their success. As the battle rages on, the humans' victory becomes inevitable. Despite their losses, they press on, determined to win. The enemy, shocked by the ferocity of the humans' attack and their willingness to sacrifice everything, begins to retreat. The final moments of the battle are intense. The enemy forces, who once seemed invincible, are now retreating. Humanity, against all odds, has won. The alien officer watches in disbelief as the last of the enemy ships are destroyed, and he realizes that the humans have truly triumphed. He never imagined that such a weak, underdeveloped planet like Earth could possess the strength and courage to defeat a galactic threat. His heart swells with pride and awe as he reflects on what he's witnessed. The officer gathers his team and, with a deep sense of gratitude, begins telling them the story of how the humans won the war. He explains how they fought not just for their own survival, but for the entire galaxy. The humans' victory is not just a win for Earth. It's a victory for everyone who has ever feared the might of the enemy. He recounts how the humans, despite their humble beginnings, were able to rally their forces, come together, and fight with a determination that no one had ever seen before. Their will to survive, their creative tactics, and their willingness to sacrifice everything for their future proved to be the turning point in the war. Zella, the alien officer, had once doubted humanity. She thought of Earth as a small, insignificant planet, one that couldn't possibly change the outcome of a galactic war. But now, after witnessing their courage, their strategy, and their strength, she knows that humanity has earned a place among the stars. The galaxy will never view Earth the same way again. As the war concludes, humanity's newfound power is undeniable. Their fleet's advanced technology and unmatched resolve have earned them respect across the galaxy. Planets that once saw humans as inferior now look to them as equals, and Earth's name is spoken with admiration in every corner of the galaxy. The humans' victory is a symbol of hope and strength, and they have forever changed the course of galactic history. The officer's voice trembles as he speaks to his team, sharing the lessons he has learned from the humans. He had once thought of them as nothing more than a primitive race, But now he realizes they are more than that. They are a force to be reckoned with. He respects them deeply and understands that Earth is no longer a planet to be underestimated. Humanity has proven that even in the face of overwhelming odds, they will rise up and fight for what is right. The final moments of the story are filled with a sense of victory and pride. The humans have earned their place in the galaxy, and their reputation will live on. The officer, once doubtful of humanity, now stands as a proud ally. The galaxy's perception of Earth has changed forever, and humanity's name will be respected for generations to come. The ending is a powerful reminder of the strength of the human spirit and the unbreakable will to survive.